Hey, how you friends? Welcome back to the channel. MrAyrit here. Got a good one for you today. Today we're talking about the Ananda Nano by Hifiman. Now this was sent to me by Hifiman. I don't get to keep it or anything like that. They just wanted an honest review, and that's what you're gonna get. But man, I'm glad they sent this. You know, the Ananda, I tried the original one. Wasn't a huge fan of that. I'll see if I can link that down below. Didn't get a chance to try the Stealth. And then, you know, they sent me this one, and I was pretty skeptical about it, honestly, but I'm a believer now. I'm a believer. So at 600 bucks, I think this is a great headphone. Okay, so we'll dive into that. Let's talk about what you get first. Kind of cool is you get this travel case with it, which I was surprised because they sent the Aria Organic when they sent this, which that'll have its own review here shortly, but the Aria didn't get a travel case, so that surprised me a little bit. The cable, that's probably my biggest beef with this. Is just the cable it's like a vacuum tube, but I'm not gonna get it out. You know, it's probably it's about like 10 feet long or so, or like 3 meters, and man, it's a vacuum tubey, tangly beast of a cord that I really dislike, but it gets you listening, and I suppose that's what it's going to do. That serves its purpose, and you can replace the cable, which I would definitely recommend. I personally really like the Heart audio cable systems just for ease of use, and I think they sound just fine. But you know, there's lots of other options out there. I'll also drop a link down below to Heart and to a balanced cable that I got for it for 4.4, because that's mainly what I'm using now. And yeah, let's move on to the headphone, okay? All right, build and comfort. There's not much to talk about here. It's an Ananda. It's got you know, this kind of Sundara style headband on it with a suspension strap. I don't like it as much as the Aria system, but it's fine. It's certainly better than the Edition XS, which is just like the cheapo single band. This is obviously a silver color. It's fairly lightweight. I personally prefer black, but you know, the silver's, yeah, it's all right. It's okay. I don't have any complaints. It's a typical Hifiman build for one of these big egg-shaped headphones. It's fine, and it's fairly comfortable. It's fairly lightweight too. Let's talk sound though. So in the past, I felt like the Ananda that I tried was a little like sterile, and it didn't get me excited very much. I didn't think it didn't sound as big, as impactful as I was wanting from like a big planar magnetic headphone. This guy pretty much remedies all that, I would say. It sounds big when you're listening to it. It's a little more intimate than like the Aria Organic, but I like that in some cases. Like, I feel like the vocals are a little more there, and just everything's a little bit closer, but it still sounds big, right? It still sounds plenty big. It's just staging is a little more intimate on it. Imaging, I thought, is really good still on this. Great separation and all that. Bass goes low, and I feel like has an adequate amount of thump and slam to it. And vocal and mid-range timbre, I feel like is spot on. I really enjoyed it for that. And then the highs, I think, they're just what I want them to be. I don't really have a lot to say about them, but they're not causing any problems. At the very least, I wouldn't say they're like the standout of it, but they're perfectly adequate for a headphone in this price range. Now, here's what's cool about this guy is all of that comes with this thing being 14 ohms. So long story short, it's super easy planar headphone. This thing is very portable and doesn't require, you know, some huge amp to drive it. So I love that about this. So I'm talking Great portable setup if you can use an open back headphone and you don't have to haul some big amp with you. Phenomenal for that. I would imagine that we will see very soon, because I know they did, like with the original Ananda, they did like a portable like Bluetooth setup with it. I think we're going to see one here pretty quick that comes with like a Nano type thing, like some type of a package deal. At least if I was Hi-Fi Man, that's what I would be doing, because I think this, if you could give me a $700 amazing planar Bluetooth headphone with almost no drawbacks, I would use it. I think a lot of other people would too. So I think it's a winner. I think it's one you should consider. And I do like the Aria better if you've got the amp and all that to drive it. But I mean, for half the price of the Aria and how easy it is to drive, I think this is a winner all around. So great job, Hi-Fi Men. Thank you for letting me try it. Really enjoyed it. Thank you guys for watching. Questions, comments, all that down below. And hopefully I'll see you in the next one.